yes, yes,
Okay.
yes,
Good to
yes.
be
I
here.
can.
Good to be here once more on the show.
Yes, yes. I can hear you.
You had an early
Can you
morning
hear
nap.
me?
Okay, I can't hear you. Please, can you hear me now?
Due to the oh jeez. How about now?
Okay,
I
I
can
can
hear
hear
you
you, but
clearly.
there's a delay. There's a delay, so you can just go with the delay actually. So um, I think it won't. Okay, we'll have Bello back. Um, sorry, there was no audio at the beginning of the show. Sorry for that. Uh, let's see. Let's see if we can have Bello back to the show. Uh, sorry for the lack of audio at the beginning of the just 5 minutes. A lack of audio. Let's see if we can have Bello back. So, where do United go from here with this draw? Can they make the top four? Can you tell us if they can make the top four? If you are on the line, tell us if United can make the top four, please. Let's wait for Bello to join us on the show. Okay. Tell us what you think about United display this morning. Tell us what you think about that, and how can they move forward from this draw. Under our flag league, they've not been they've just lost one in the EPL, and they were knocked out of. Okay, Bello is here with us once more. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's good. That's decent. Okay, quickly, I know you were once a Manchester United. I was told that you were once a Manchester United fan and went to the blue side of Manchester. Maybe when we meet, you will tell me the reason. But I can understand. I can understand. I can understand this. I can understand this for footballing reasons. But or is it because of Pep Guardiola you moved to the other side of Manchester? So by the time
No, no, no,
Pep
no,
will leave, you will come back to the red side. Uh,
no, no, no. It was long before Pep. It was long before Pep. It was even
it
before the
was long
title.
before Pep.
Yes, it was
Okay,
even before.
okay, no problem, no problem. We'll see. Once a red, always a red, whether you like it or not. You won't. Okay, quickly. Uh, we just came out from the match between Manchester United and Southampton.
Mm,
Uh, Under Ralph Ragnick, we've seen that the club has not really moved from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We still see them being rooted in the way um, they've been playing under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I knew the first two
mm.
games of. I knew the first. We all knew that the first two games of Ralph Ragnick, he tried to implement the Gegen pressing and it didn't work. So he had to revert to what what is on ground.
Yes.
Um, Now look at what we have. In the last two matches, they will have a wonderful and fantastic first half and an abysmal second half. What is wrong with that team called Manchester United? This is my team, we don't do, but what is really wrong with them? What is wrong with that team?
Basically, it's been years of bad recruitment. We all know that a lot of the players at the club right now are just there because they were hot at some point in time, so let's just buy them. It's just been bad recruitment over the lifespan of 3, 4 managers. You look at the midfield especially. Why would a team like Manchester United be fielding Fred, McTominay, and Matic in the holding midfield, and Pogba, who is not such a holding midfielder, in the holding midfield role?
Yeah.
A club of that magnitude, a club of that with such history. So it's just for me. I feel like it's bad. Ole tried to remove the bad eggs or whatever you call them But even his signings have been somewhat underwhelming. You look at Maguire, you look at Sancho, although he's been playing very well recently. You
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at
I think for me, I won't call Sancho because there's a cultural shift for him coming back to England,
yeah,
and then
yes,
he's
yes.
a decent. For me, he's a decent player, but he lacks those managers to really take care. He needs a manager to really to take care of him as a player. But I can call a lot of names like the likes of Rashford that have not been playing well. The likes of even Ronaldo himself. I know Ronaldo. For me, he needs the ball being
I,
fed to him, and those
yeah,
chances have not been
see,
coming for
that's
him.
where that's where one has to talk about recruitment. Now, Ronaldo was available for emotional reasons because if you're looking at
Yes,
sporting and footballing reasons, Manchester United did not really need him. But what's he called? Because it will be a travesty if you allow him go to City. Blah, blah. But if you look at things, if you look at let's look at Man City now. Let's look at their recruitment. They are specific. They follow. Although you could look at their summer this summer and say, okay, they messed up by getting Grealish instead of Kane, or
yeah,
by buying Kane, by not buying Kane first, by not making Kane a priority or a striker a priority before signing Jack Grealish for 100 million. You can say, oh, that's very bad. But when you look at the whole squad in total, you see that they always go for specific targets. Like this is what we need. This is the mode of player we need. This is what we're going for. You look at Fred, how Fred was bought. It was a hot. He had a hot season. Man City were interested. Okay, let's sign Fred. You look at Dalot. Dalot had played 6 career matches in Porto. He was second in command to um, Pereira. This Pereira guy that's in Leicester now.
yeah, yeah,
Pereira was
exactly.
sold for 50 million. They sold Dalot to Man U for 90 million. After 6 appearances as a professional, what did he show you? What did he show you? I can understand Hakimi when Hakimi was moving to Dortmund. He had played more matches for Morocco than he had for Real Madrid. So you can understand. Oh, okay, maybe they saw huge potential. But what did they see in Diego Dalot? I'm not saying he's such a bad player, but you look at the likes of Cancelo, you look at the likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold, you look at the likes of Rhys James. You know, they are a cut above this guy. Even though he's supposed to be better than what's he called, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. All those guys that he's competing with, clubs that you guys are competing with, the players in that position are a cut above this guy. So like the recruitment has just been really, really, really suspect. You know, Varane has not had a great first season. Lindelof looks like a schoolboy that needs his hands held. Maguire is not
I think
showing
I
leadership
just think
skills. A lot of
for me,
things
I
are
think
just
that
all over the
Lindelof should be
place.
pairing. I think that
Bailey
Lindelof should be
cannot play
pairing,
4 matches
pairing
to save
Varane in
his
that
life
back
in
line.
a row. You know, so you begin to wonder how much more deadwood can you clear from a club. Donny van der Beek is out on loan. I don't know if he's going to even be starting for Everton. You have an unhappy Lingard. You still have a Mata on the bench. It's just a lot of shady, shoddy decisions, and I think they've been aided by the fact that they're a big financial machine in the sense that they can, even when they are playing badly, they can draw in uh, support and sponsorships from outside, even when they are not playing very, very well. Because if you remember, they were out of Europe when they signed Pogba for a world record fee. They were out of the Champions League.
Okay, okay. When we look at
But we've seen them play together. Was it a huge improvement? We have to ask ourselves these questions. I understand the fact that okay, maybe Maguire should be dropped and the captain man should be taken away from him. But are these other guys actually stepping up when they play? That's another question.
yes, I think for me,
We've
these
we've
players have
seen
not.
we've seen he and Varane play together. To be honest, I was also like, okay, you know what? Let's you guys drop this Maguire. Let's even see what's going to happen. He was dropped and there was no massive improvement. In fact, that match was 1-1 if I remember. I can't remember exactly the opponent, but it was 1-1. I was there was this shoddy defending there. So it's like, take this one out, take this one out. Okay, if taking Marshall out is too lazy, Pogba will soon leave on a free transfer. He's the cancer in the midfield. But his performances are not improving. So you have to look somewhere else. Like, who do we blame for this mess? This was supposed to be an easy run of.
Okay. Uh, can you hear me, please? Can you hear me? We lost AB there. I think AB has said a lot about Manchester United, a whole lot about the club. Um, uh, I just think that United, for me, have gone many steps backwards with respect to their recruitment, with respect to what they were supposed to do. I think it has been disappointing and abysmal from the club itself. Uh, Something has to change. Something needs to change in Manchester United, and United need to move on from some of these shady deals that they've done, signing players for emotional reasons, which has nothing to do with football, signing players for non for just for the sake of the money that we gain from advertising and from selling of T-shirts. I think it has to change. We as United fans have to tell the board that this is what we want currently. This is what we want, and this is where we want the club to go to. We are a global fan of Manchester United, and we have to speak out using our medium and our platform to talk about it. I know other Manchester United um, YouTube fan channel are talking about this, and I'm sorry, I also have to talk about it today. Thank you so much for being here with us on Football Nutmeg, talking about the post-match reaction between Manchester United and Southampton. It's good to be here once more, and would like you to hit on the subscribe button and the like button as well to be part and parcel of our show. Thank you, and see you probably tomorrow or tomorrow.